fight. Trying to see where the life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
What did you learn while you was up here in your short span?
Everything that I do know, brothers speaking is true facts.
Right.
Things that I'm already aware of and do know.
Okay. Hey, did you know there's a special holiday coming up?
Special holiday is called American Wise Holiday.
No, hell no. Talking about our people. See, they want to. This is Christmas.
Right.
This is, the winter solstice. Exactly. This is Christianity. But have you ever heard of Hanukkah? Yeah, that's for our people.
Right.
That comes from the scriptures. So when we talk about Hanukkah, you ever heard of Judas Maccabees? You ever heard of the Hasmonean dynasty? Where it was a over 100-year dynasty where so-called Haitians, what is sign that? Haitians was giving hell to the so-called white man, man.
Right.
Destroying the Greeks with the swords, right? So we have our own feast days, we have our own customs. These are the things that we should be keeping. Now I know you was walking up and down, you was with your woman, but did you get all that information we gave you, brother? Understand that we are the Israelites, and we gotta keep the commandments, brother. You got any questions?
Every day?
No, we're out here every Friday at 6 and Saturday at 2. And we out here teaching our people the law, statutes, commandments, and telling them to come out of the world, come out of, like you said, Christianity and Christmas, man. Go to 1 Maccabees 3 and verse number 24. Because we got to teach our people history. They don't know about the Hasmonean dynasty. See, they're going to teach you about the Grecian Empire, but they're not going to teach you that 100-year period where we was putting their ass to flight, man. And we was fighting for our temple and our laws and for our God. Go to the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse number 8, Baba Kashaf. What you got?
First Maccabees chapter 3.
Verse 24.
Verse number 24.
Yeah.
And it reads, and they pursued them from the going down of Beth-horon. Verse 23.
We're reading about Judas Maccabees, man. A lion in his axe that was smoting the Grecians with the sword. Read.
Now, as soon as he had left of speaking,
Right.
he leapt suddenly upon them.
He did what?
He leaped suddenly upon them. And so, Saran and his host
Right.
was overthrown before him.
Right.
And they pursued them from the going down of Beth-horon
Right.
unto the plain, where were slain about 800 men.
Slain about how many?
800 men.
Our people was killing white people with the sword, man.
Right.
They was pursuing them to city. They was hearing about it. They were like, who the hell is this dude? Who are these Jews? Read verse 25.
Verse 25.
Right.
Then began the fear of Judas.
Then begin to what?
Then began the fear of Judas.
Said, no, this black man going, he doing too much, man.
Right.
He killing white people with the sword. He getting them out their cities, man. Read on.
And his brethren.
And his what?
And his brethren.
Yeah, his brothers with him too. It wasn't just Judas, man. They feared Judas and his brethren. Read on.
And an exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations. To fall upon the nations.
Black people come back together.
Fall upon the nations.
Their fear starts to fall upon different nations, man. Russia starts to fear you, man. China starts to fear our people.
Right.
What you just did when you stomped on that damn black and mild, and guess what? A white man started shaking somewhere, man. He said, what the hell is going on? What is this? We got people repenting, coming back to them being Jews. They couldn't handle it. So it then began the fear upon all the nations. Read on.
Round about them.
Round the what?
Round about them.
And look at all the nations. Do you think they fear you now? They'll walk past you, they'll look up at you, get out of my way, nigga. That's how they look at you. Right. But when we come back together as a people, declaring that we're the Jews and actually keeping God's laws, fear starts to fall upon all the nations, man. Right. We have a whole high holy day that they teach in school systems about our people, and we don't even associate it with us. We say we're going to celebrate Kwanzaa, and they start laughing at you. You don't even know who you are. Kwanzaa. Man, I'm a Jew. I'm Jewish. And that's what they do. But this is about our people. Read this, King.
First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 8.
Yeah.
Then said Judas to the men.
They said what?
Then said Judas to the men.
So Judas and his men are going against Georgius and his army, which were Grecians. Read on.
That were with him.
Right.
Fear ye not.
What'd he say?
Fear ye not.
So don't fear these white people, man. Read on.
Their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault.
Right.
Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea.
Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea. Remember how God killed the firstborn of every Egyptian for our people, man. He made it dark as hell, and they felt the darkness, and they started killing themselves, man. I mean, this is documented in the Bible. So he's telling his men, hey, don't fear these people. Remember what our fathers did in ancient Egypt. Read on.
When Pharaoh pursued them with his army.
Right.
Now therefore, let us cry unto heaven.
Let us do what?
Let us cry unto heaven.
Right.
And if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us,
Right.
and remember the covenant of our fathers.
And remember the covenant of our fathers. We're out here to tell our people to remember the covenant the Lord made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
Right.
Remember the covenant he made with our fathers when we left Egypt, man. Read on.
And destroyed this host.
And do what?
And destroyed this host
Read on.
before our face this day.
Right.
That so all the heathen may know.
So all these nations may know. Look at all the nations on the earth, man. All these East Indians, these Syrians, these Chinese people, these Ethiopians, these North Africans, these damn Russians, all these nations that they may know what?
That there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
That there's a God that's actually going to save blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans from their oppression.
Right.
That we're not just going to be helpless forever.
Right.
A lot of people think we're just going to be in America just forever, just being oppressed. No, there's going to come a time that we're going to rule these nations with a rod of iron when Christ comes back, his son, man, who's also an Israelite, man. So the Lord is saying, hey, remember these nations, and remember, and guess what? There's one that saveth Israel, man. Now read verse 25. Let's see what happens.
Verse 25, thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
And guess what? Israel had a great deliverance that day. Read verse 33.
Verse 33, cast them down with the sword of them that love thee.
Right.
And let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving.
Right.
So they joined battle, and there were slain of the host of Lysias,
Right.
about 5,000 men.
About what?
About 5,000 men.
How many men did they kill?
About 5,000 men.
How many white people died?
About 5,000 men.
Read on.
Even before them were they slain.
Right.
Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight,
When he saw his what?
army put to flight.
So this man saw his army put to flight, man. When we rolled up, killed 5,000 men, you had these people running, man. Hightailing up the damn hill, man. They couldn't handle our. This is the Hasmonean dynasty. We're reading about the origin of Hanukkah in the Bible, man.
Right.
About black people, specifically Haitians, killing white people with the sword, man. Read on.
And the manliness of Judas soldiers.
And the what?
And the manliness of Judas soldiers.
Read on.
And how they were ready either to live or die.
They was ready to do what?
Either to live or die.
See, right now, black people we're ready to live or die by the gun by killing our own people. We're ready to live or die being a GD. We're ready to live or die damn gangbanging, man.
Right.
But in the scriptures, I mean, we were ready to live or die by the laws of the Most High God, man.
Right.
About our brother, about our sister, about our children, about our household. You wasn't going to come over there and just play with us, man. For our nation, we have to come back to thinking as a nation of people. They think as a nation of people, man. They love each other as they love themselves.
Right.
But we don't do that. We don't.
Either to live or die.
Right.
Valiantly, he went into Antiochia
Right.
and gathered together a company of strangers.
Right.
And having made his army greater than it was.
Right. Jump to verse 53. Read what you got, King.
It's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 16.
Right. No.
Then they that were with Maccabeus
Right.
made supplications and besought God that he would be their helper. And so they ran with violence.
So what we do as a people, we always pray before we go to battle. That's just what we do. Even if you haven't really grown up in the church, hey, you're gonna have that talk with God one day, man. That's just in our people's spirit. So what did they do? Read it again.
Then they that were with Maccabeus
Right.
made supplication,
They did what?
made supplications,
Everyone.
and besought God
Right.
that he would be their helper.
He would do what?
That he would be their helper, and so they ran with violence upon the strongholds of the Idumeans.
They ran with violence upon the strongholds of the Idumeans, man. But right now, like I said, we go to carnal things. We go to things that's not going to help our people. We pray to. You have people that pray to Donald Trump. They think Donald Trump's going to save our people. He's not going to. Like the rest of the Edomite presidents, he's not going to think about you, man.
Right.
Yeah, they call him Cyrus the Great, man. He's helping out people that you would never see that tax bracket. He's helping those people out. He's helping out his friends, the ones that has made over 300 million last year, and he's trying to get to 400 million. Jake, you're just trying to get to 400 hours a week, man. You're not doing so. We got to stop praying to these people that's not going to help. Go to Lamentations 4:17. We got to come back to our God, man. We got to come back to besoughing the Lord the right way.
Right.
Read this.
First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 53.
Right.
And offer sacrifice according to the law
Right.
upon the new altar.
Right, so this is Hanukkah, man. He broke down the last altar that the Greeks profaned, and they built it up new, and they offered sacrifices. Read on.
Of burnt offerings,
Right.
which they had made.
Right.
Look, at what time and what day the heathen have profaned it.
Read on.
Even if there was it dedicated with songs
Right.
and cithers
Right.
and harps and cymbals of those by whose hand deliverance was given unto Israel.
Right, they was playing music up in the temple. They was turning up, man. Read on.
Howbeit, the man Judas and his brethren were greatly renowned
Right.
in the sight of all Israel.
In the what?
In the sight of all Israel.
Our people had fame amongst our people, right? For them destroying our enemies and saving our nation. Read on.
And of all the heathen,
Right.
whatsoever their name was heard of,
Right.
and so much as the people assembled unto them with joyful acclamation.
And with joyful acclamation. So when we celebrate Hanukkah, not Christmas, don't celebrate this.
Right.
Celebrate what your fathers set up with blood, man.
Right.
Tears. They stood 10 toes against the number one empire in the world, man,
Right.
which was started by Alexander the Freak and his descendants. And our people was putting his army to flight just so they can keep their laws, man.
Right.
So we don't celebrate Christmas, man. We celebrate a Hanukkah or the Feast of Dedication, man. That's what our people was doing. Go to 2 Maccabees 5. What you hold? Yeah, go to 2 Maccabees 5 and verse 1. You can read that limitation.
Lamentations 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes is yet filled
Right.
for our vain help.
For our what?
For our vain help.
Read on.
And now watching, we have watched for a nation.
Do what?
We have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
Because our people watch for a nation that can't save them, understanding that we are our own nation. We're supposed to beside our Lord. We're supposed to help help each other, help ourselves. These other nations are not going to help you. Because when we come back together, these nations get mad at you, man. They say, "Wait, hold on. Why are y'all starting to love each other again?" I mean, didn't King Von just put out a new track? Why are you not listening to that? Why are you not destroying yourself? Young women, why are you covered up? What didn't Glow really just come out with an album? Listen to that, right? Get into that spirit, right, of masculinity. That's what these nations want you to do. Go to 2 Maccabees 5 and 1 and read what you got. What you holding? Oh, you got it? Read this.
This book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Right.
About the same time, Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt.
It's like in 1 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 1. 1 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 1. So we established Hanukkah. We established our own feast day, right? We're reading about the history of Hanukkah in the Bible. Now, let's see what happened after we rededicated the altar, after we fortified the temple again, after we cleansed the temple through the Spirit. Read on.
1 Maccabees chapter 5 and verse 1. Now when the nations round about,
Now with the what?
now when the nations round about
Same nations that fear us. Read on.
heard that the altar was built
What they do?
and the sanctuary renewed as before,
Right.
it displeased them very much.
No, they were happy for us.
It displeased them very
They
much.
gave us gifts.
It displeased them very
They
much.
said congratulations.
It displeased them very much.
When you come back to when you come back to who you are, it's gonna displease them very much. It's so much they took Kanye's money away from him, man.
Right.
It's so much that Kyrie Irving had to pay fines just for reposting a book.
Right.
On what was it? On Instagram or Twitter? On Twitter, he reposted a book, Hebrews to Negroes, and they called him a racist for that. Hey, Nick Cannon got his show taken away from him for saying he was a Jew. And then Jeff Bezos kept the book up on there, man. And nobody said anything to him. Nobody said anything to that so-called white man. But they got on Kyrie Irving about it, man.
Right.
He had to make all types of apologies and got to get on his knees for the so-called white man. So it's going to displease the nations very much when we come back to being a Jew, man. They look at them. They confounded. They not smoking. They expected you to have a black in your hand, brother, and you didn't have one. Look at them. They confused. Not they confused. Hey, what the hell is this? But you know what we're doing? He can't even speak.
Peace and love with all you.
You good, brother. Hey, look into that flight. Yo, Fridays at 6, we right here. Saturdays at 2, we right here. Every week, yeah. Lord willing, brother. All praise to the Most High, man. And with that, they had to leave. Hey, all clap it up for the brother, man. All praise to the Most High, man. We need, yeah, you got a flyer too, right, brother? Yeah, okay. All praise to the Most High, man. Read that again, 1 Maccabees 5 and 1.
Now when the nations round about heard that the altar was built,
Right.
and the sanctuary renewed as before, it displeased them very much.
It what?
It displeased them very much.
So when we build, man, it displeases the nations very much. They're not trying to hear that, man.
Right.
They're not trying to hear the sound of the building, man.
Right.
They not trying to hear that, man. They walking past those. Hey, you ever drove and there's this construction everywhere? it kind of gets you out the, it just gets you out the spirit. They got jackhammers, man. So when they walking past and we teaching, that's the sound in their ears, man. They're not trying to hear that building of Israel. Go to, what you holding? Go to Job chapter 15 and verse 21, Baba Kashan. These nations are not trying to hear the sound of the grinding, man. The building up of our people, man. They tell us to turn off the microphone, that the decibels are too high, right? You got to get off the block. But we not going nowhere, man. Right. This truth, this word will continue to go out, and this building will happen. Read what you got.
Job chapter 15 and verse 1.
Get out.
In verse 21, a dreadful sound.
Hey, what?
A dreadful sound.
Is in there what?
It's in there. It's like it is in his ears.
A dreadful sound is in the nation's ears. So when we are building, they not trying to hear that, man.
Right.
They not trying to hear us yell and say, hey, guess what? Come back, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who we all really are.
Right.
Right, that you nations are going into slavery no matter what, man.
Right.
I don't care if you want to look at the bean, you're going into slavery. Read that again.
Right.
A dreadful sound is in his ears.
What is this truth?
A dreadful sound is in his
What
ears.
is this word?
A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
In prosperity, the destroyer will come upon you nations, man. You just wait, man. The king of terrors is going to come. Read this.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4 and verse 16. And it came to pass from that time forth that the half of my servants run in the work, and the other half of them held both spears and the shields.
What do we have?
Spears and the shield.
Right now, we got weapons up here, man. Spears and shields, spiritual. And they don't understand that, man. Right? We got weapons up here, and guess what? Wait. We don't.
Spears and the shields and the bows and the harpagans and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah.
All the what?
All the house of Judah. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laden, every one of his hands run in the work, and with the other hand held a whipping.
So right now we working out here, man. We working on building up the temple all over again, man. Right. We're trying to be in the spirit of our fathers during this feast of dedication, man. Right? During the time of the Hasmonean dynasty, we're trying to be in that spirit. We are in that spirit through the spirit, man. And they don't want to hear the sound of the building because it's a dreadful sound in their ears. So we're telling you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have to come back to who y'all truly are in these last days, man.
Right.
And if not, the Lord's going to destroy you through the spirit, man. We have to come back to who we are. Go back to that in 1 Maccabees chapter 5. Actually, 2 Maccabees chapter 10 and verse 16 again. 2 Maccabees chapter 10 and verse 16, man. Go to 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 1. We're going to read about our fathers, man. And we're going to bring out the history through the spirit, man. We're in the information age. We know these things, man. You can't hide these things from us forever.
Right.
Read 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 1. What you got?
1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
Right.
And all his brethren helped him.
Right.
And so did all they that held with his father, and they fought with truthfulness.
They did what?
And they fought with truthfulness.
And we fight out here with cheerfulness, man. We built this temple with cheerfulness. We happy to be out here, man.
Right.
Aren't you guys cold? Aren't you guys shivering? Don't you guys have something better to do? No, we don't.
Right.
We out here teaching through the spirit, man. Teaching blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who they are. So we fight with cheerfulness, we don't.
The battle of Israel, so he got his people great honor.
What's going on, sister? Sister. Aqua. Atara. Right? Yeah, Kadar just saying Hebrew, man. Hopefully the spirit bear witness, man. What's going on, brother? You walking that way? I have a question for you because you was walking this way. On this sign right here. Hold on, brother. You was walking that way. I had a question. Uh-huh.
You gonna slide back?
All right. Lord willing, man. Slug. Read that, King.
So he got his people great honor,
Right.
and put on a breastplate as a giant,
Right.
and girt his warlike harness about him,
Right.
And he made battles, protecting the host with his sword.
So Judas made battles protecting the host with his sword, man.
Right.
Now, when a Jewish man tell you about Hanukkah, he's not going to tell you that Levites were putting the so-called white man to flight, man. He's not going to teach you that history.
Right.
But you have Judas in his actions protecting his nation. This is the integrity that our warriors had. We don't.
In his acts, he was like a lion.
He was like a what?
He was like a lion.
Really?
And like like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey.
Roaring for his what?
Roaring for his prey.
Judas was like a lion roaring for his prey. Go to Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 30. The Lord compared Judas like a lion, man. And what is the attributes of a lion? Do lions get scared? Do they just shiver away from war and fear? Let's read this.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 30.
No.
A lion which is strongest.
Hey, what?
A lion which is strongest.
Right.
Amongst beasts.
Amongst what?
Amongst beasts.
So Judas was the strongest out there, man. He was like a lion, right? Doing his thing, devouring the enemies. Read on.
And turneth not away for any.
He turned not away from any, man. Right? What's going on, sister? I had an emergency. I was looking for y'all, but y'all was just walking past. I had a question real quick. Now, on this sign, because we've been asking people this all day, and we just really need an answer. Where would you see yourself on this sign? What would you say? Are you like West Indian? Are you American? Sister, where are you going? It's an emergency. This is life or death. Our people has not been knowing this knowledge for hundreds of years. Wow, that's crazy, man. No, yeah, she's gonna get fired. I'm reporting this. I'm gonna Yelp this. Yeah, man. It's all good. Read on for what you got, King.
Reading on. A great hound. A great hound. And he got also, so like he goat also, and a king,
right,
against whom there is no rising up.
Brother, officer, real quick, I had a question for you. You brother, yeah, you. Brother, come down, you had a question. It's about the decibels of the microphone. I was trying to see an ordinance real quick.
If it's under 60, you good.
You say it's under 60?
Under 60.
Is this under 60, right? I got you. I had another one. I had another question too, brother. Come down here. Real quick. On this sign right here. Right here, brother.
They're coming now.
Come look this way, brother. Act like you don't hear us, man. It's all good. You gonna have to come. Yeah, you have to come down here, man. Lord willing, we can chop it up with the officer. The representation of our tax dollars. Lord willing, we can talk to that brother, man. Right? Go back to what you had, King. Actually, go to Zechariah chapter 7, verse 12. He's turning away the shoulder just for us trying to ask the brother a question, man. A very sincere question at that you probably would never hear again. Go to
Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone.
Family, y'all walking this way? Y'all walking this way? I had a question for y'all if y'all was going this way. All right, there we go.
Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone.
They did what?
They made their hearts as an adamant stone.
You know what?
Least they should hear the laws and the words which the Lord of hosts.
Y'all walking this way? Are y'all going to see the tree? I had a question for y'all real quick. Y'all was going to see the tree. Real quick. All right, read it. I mean, the Lord is literally showing you this verse in real time. If brothers are being spiritual, we're watching this. We're seeing hearts as adamant stone. Read on.
Yeah, they refuse to hearken.
They do what?
They refuse to hearken.
They refuse to listen to the words of God. Read on.
And pulled away the shoulder.
They did what?
And pulled away the shoulder. And stopped their ears.
They did what?
And stopped their ears.
Looking the other way.
And stopped their ears. That they should not hear.
That they should what?
That they should not hear.
They didn't want to hear the words of the Lord. They stopped their ears at the words of God. Everybody's a Christian and celebrates Christmas till the word of God come out. Everybody's a Christian on Christmas till God in the Bible comes out. Oh, sister, you came back for us. You came back to answer our question. You are a Christian?
Yeah.
Then stop for one verse for Christ.
Right. See that?
See that? That's a Christian. That's an average Christian. I'm going to walk past and say I'm a Christian and not stop for the words of Christ.
That was a getaway.
That was a getaway. I'm a Christian. What does it mean to be a Christian?
Right.
What does it mean to be a Christian? Does anybody know? Work for CPD, you're a Christian now? I mean, that's what it looks like. I'm a Christian. I got a badge on.
Christian Police Department.
Yeah, the CPD, Christian Police Department. That's madness.
No Christian.
Yeah. Believe it, I bet you go to church on Easter, the whole nine. But all we're trying to do is just teach the words of God to our people, man. And really teach them about what it really means to be a Christian. Go to the book of Acts chapter 11, verse 26. Go to Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. The true Christians, and we're Israelites, man, that look just like me and you, but you would never know that.
Right.
Read this, King.
That's the book of Acts. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass.
There you go. We've been looking for that brother. What's going on, kid? You got the brown jacket, right? They said you was walking past around this time. We had a question for you, real quick. Hold on. We had a question. Because you're walking that way. We had a question. Damn, brother with the white woman. It's not snowing, brother.
Let her hand go.
Let it go. Come on, read what you got.
It says, and when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves together with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
What's going on, sister? I had a question for you real quick. All right, y'all Israelites according to the Bible. So the Christians were called first Christians at Antioch. Now let's see the description of Christians in the Bible. Go to Acts chapter 13, verse 1.
Look at Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
That was what?
That was called nigger.
Now what other race of people on earth that was called that byword, man? I mean, it's not talking about so-called white people. So when white people say I'm a Christian, I'm gonna say no, you're not. Because hey, guess what? Christians were Israelites that was called nigger, man.
Right.
What other nation of people was called nigger? What's going on, brother? How you doing? I have a question for you.
That's all right. I'm good.
Good with what?
Right.
You didn't hear my question. What's okay? I'm trying to figure out what's okay and what are you good for. We had a question, you didn't hear it.
Right.
You don't know what was going on. What was that thing in his hand? Was that a camera? Recording nothing but people in a beam.
Right.
Just so you can look at it. I mean, what are you gonna look at? You gonna go home and look at the footage of you seeing people in a beam?
Right.
Just keep playing it back, lusting after a beam. Look at that. Go to 26. He's showing the beam. Ramirez. Hispanic? Latino? I have a question. We had an emergency, and they couldn't answer. On this sign, because somebody had came past, they had hit our sign. On this sign right here, where would you see yourself? Where would you identify yourself as? Mexican? All right. Would you say you're Mexican too?
Yeah,
Aztec. Y'all know about the history of the Aztecs or the Mayan Empire? Y'all know about it a lot. You ever heard about the Mayan calendar? Never heard about it? Now, do y'all believe in the Bible or do y'all believe in God? Okay, what about you? What did God say about Mexicans in the Bible? Do you guys know? All right, let's go to 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. So God, when he talks about these people in the Bible, they're considered one nation of people. So before the Spaniards came and you guys learned Spanish through rape, robbery, and murder, you guys used to speak Hebrew like the rest of these tribes or the rest of these nations on here to this very day. Now, let me read you this real quick, because this is history and a lot of people may not know this is history. A lot of people grow up Catholic, Christianity, but the Bible is actually about a culture group or a history. Read this.
1 Chronicles 12 and verse 32. And the children of Issachar,
God created nations, but he didn't call anybody Mexican. He didn't call me black. That's the color of my jacket. He said the children of Issachar. See, what you have to do in the Bible, you have to identify yourself with one of the nations that God created. You'll know who he's talking about. Read on.
Which were men that had understanding of the times. That had understanding of the times.
When you look at the Mayan calendar, if you ever look into the Mayan calendar, the history that the Aztecs and the Mayans created, they used the sun, moon, and the... Oh, that's that brother too? We was looking for him too. Brother. Yeah, I say.
Take away the word.
I wish I knew his name. Brother, what's going on, brother? We was going to ask you the same question as them because they just heard the answer. On this sign.
Officer Robinson, not brother.
Okay. Anyway, brother, let me talk to you, brother. Officer Robinson. Because I think he was trying to speak for you like you was his woman or something. But anyway, I had a question for you. On this sign, where would you identify yourself as? No, this has nothing to do with religion. This has nothing to do with religion.
I'm not saying y'all out, so like people come to me like saying stuff. If y'all argue on that, I'm saying y'all, yeah.
Right.
Then that's the only time that y'all.
No, we're not doing that.
Being right here, y'all good. Just like I said, just don't be burning.
No, I got you. Nah, but you let's see that. Yeah, that's cool spirit. I don't get into religion. It has nothing to do with religion, Robinson.
Brother.
Robinson. Yeah, we don't got no incense. This y'all burn this. And guess what? Next week we're burning incense, man. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Tell me y'all good. We already know we good right here. We've been out here for 3 years. We have never seen you before. What are you talking about? We good right here? We know we good right here. The Most High is good right here. God is good everywhere he goes. I don't know if you know that. Talking about y'all good right here. We know that. God created the earth. Go to the book of Acts chapter 7 and verse number 42, man. Talking about anywhere we preach the words of the Lord, we're gonna be good right there. I don't know what they understand, man. Trying to give the Lord permission to be where he wants to be, man. We are the servants of, go to Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 7. Didn't the Lord say I've set thee over nations, man? Talking about his name's Robinson. First of all, I wasn't even talking to you. He said he's not your brother, that's Robinson. Yeah, that probably was Esau. Talking about Aztec.
Right, he was Esau.
You know why I know the spirit? Because he kept talking the whole time. I'm really looking at the other brother. I'm like, why are you not speaking up? It's like he's like he wanted permission to speak up. He had that Edomite spirit, man. Yeah, hey, I don't know if y'all see, he was about to answer my question. He was about to answer my question until he said something. And then I just want y'all to burn this sage. Man, brother, what are you talking about? Read this. That's madness. That's Satan.
It's the book of Acts chapter 7 and verse 32. Saying, verse 42. And it reads, and it was known throughout all Joppa, and many believed in the Lord.
7.
Acts 7. And verse 42. And verse 42. Then God turned and gave them up to worship. 48. Howbeit, the Most High was not in temples made with hands. And said the prophet, heaven is my throne.
What the Lord say?
Heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool.
The Lord said, hey, the earth is the Lord's footstool, man. So y'all good right here, y'all can be right here. Yeah, we know that, man. The Lord's earth is his footstool, man. You can't do a damn thing about it, man. I mean, take that up with your higher ups, man. You're Nigerian?
Yeah.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing? What tribe in Nigeria are you from?
From Edo.
Edo?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about the Hebrews that were in Nigeria?
Yep.
Hebrewisms?
Yep.
And Semitic influence in Nigeria?
Yep.
You know you may come from that same background? Yeah, of course.
I'm going to do my research when I get back. I wish I had more time to look through it, to stay here.
I got you, brother. Do your research.
Don't go and look at that bean.
Yeah. Don't go look at that silver bean. Go home and actually do your research. Are you about to go home now?
No, I've got a few friends. They're waiting for me.
And what y'all about to do? Go do some research?
Just really don't walk around.
Okay. Brother, you got time, brother. You got 5 minutes, so you go walk around anyway.
Hallelujah. I'm saved.
He's going? No, but you here. He's going, you here. He's going, you here.
That's all they know.
Damn, man. Yeah, he just branched off, man. They skipped. Man, we trying to save our people out here, man, but they don't want to be saved, man. Yeah. This take pictures at this. I ain't gonna lie, whoever created that bean hit the meanest lick. They created a bean, made it silver, and walked to the bank.
That's so simple. Hold it.
Yeah, I mean, and they made it reflective. And look at all the people. Look at all the people. Just up there. What's the There's witchcraft, man. That's the same cobblestone spirit. They built the big rock, made it a cube, and went to the bank. What's going on, family? How you doing, brother? I like your dreads, brother. You do retwists? You know somebody do retwists? I'm trying to get it. Brother, who did your retwist, brother? Trying any way just to get Jake to stop for 2 seconds. I have one question for you. One question. Hold on. Where you going? Migo. What's going on, sister? Sister with the red hair. Red hair. You, sister. All right, read on for what you got.
Heaven is my throne. Heaven is my throne.
What?
And earth as my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Lord? Oh, what is the place of my rest?
What is the what?
And what is the place of my rest?
Because the earth belongs to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. God, should we know it?
Have not my hand made all things?
What the Lord say?
Have not my hand made all things?
That includes downtown Chicago, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of threw me off a little bit, man. Talking about y'all can be right here, but y'all burn. What are you talking? Who's burning anything, man? That's a false accusation.
So people can smoke cigarettes, but you can't burn incense?
Yeah, that's a great point. I can smoke weed and cigarettes, but I can't burn incense up and down Michigan Avenue. Right. You serious? I can smell gas fumes sitting right here, time after time, but I can't burn incense, man.
Right.
Probably not even a damn supervisor, man.
Right.
None of them are supervisors. They just badge and they just, oh yeah, let's impose our authority.
Little tattoo type.
Yeah, talking about y'all can be right here. We already talked to your captain and your official, humbly speaking, man. Yeah, I don't really get into religion. It's not about religion. I should have just kept going with the words of the Lord. Read them. Alright, so that, read what you got.
Deuteronomy 10 and verse 14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy God.
What the Lord say?
Behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens is the Lord's thy God.
So heaven and the heavens of heavens is the Lord, the Most High's, man.
Right.
Everything belongs to the Most High, man. This is the God that we serve, man, through the Spirit.
Right.
Right? That loveth and saveth Israel and delivereth Israel out of all its problems, man. Go to Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6. I mean, this is the milk. We know the Lord don't change, man. That's why we're still here to this day. That's why Jacob isn't consumed, man. That's why Issachar's still here walking up and down.
Right.
That's why our people are still on the earth, not knowing where they are.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Yeah.
For I am the Lord, I change not.
Latino. See it all. No? She you answered it in Spanish. Entiendes español, mentirosa. See that? You didn't know I knew that. You didn't know I studied that. Just for you. Read this.
Malachi 3 and 6. Right. For I am the Lord, I change not.
The Lord said he doesn't change. Read on.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, are not consumed.
Well, we still here to this very day, man. You sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. We still here. And the Lord said he's going to send his servants, the prophets, out here in these last days to call unto them, but they will not hear, man. They don't want to listen to the words of the Lord. They're going to walk in their own vain imaginations. Go to Isaiah chapter 66 and start at verse number 2, Baba Kushan. Go to Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse number 23. And we already understand that. You have Jeremiah 1. Read Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 6, man. And we can't be scared to come out here, man. Right. We can't be scared to get on our people.
Right.
We can't be scared to call into our people. Right. Use different tactics and try to sway them in so they can hear the words of God, man. We're going to try everything we need to help seal the hopeful elect, man. Right. We're not going to be shy and say, brother, if you want to stop and, can you? No, man, come hear the words of the Lord. Or you're going to be put to death by God in these last days, man. It is what it is. Read on.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 6. Yeah. Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak.
Oh, there they go right there, our sisters. How y'all doing, sisters? I had a question for y'all. One question. Y'all going this way, right? All right, I got a question. On this sign, it's very important. Come on, because I don't want y'all to... On this sign, what would y'all classify yourselves as in America? Would y'all say y'all Mexican or Puerto Rican, Cuban? Would y'all say y'all Native American, Black? What would y'all say? You Puerto Rican, Black? What's your father? He Puerto Rican? Well, I don't know if y'all know this, but Puerto Rican and Black people are actually the same group of people. Did y'all know that? You guys actually come from the same place in history. So, do you even know what the word Puerto Rican means? You know what that means? What does it mean?
Oh, they're right there. Look.
No, you're good, sister. It's good. It means rich port. Why were you named a rich port? Because when Christopher Columbus came over there, sister, because you have Thanksgiving coming up, right? Christopher Columbus and the rest of the Europeans, you guys had a lot of rich resources on your island, and then they enslaved your people. Just like Black people, right? Didn't they enslave your ancestors? Hold on, sister, this is serious. Didn't that happen to your ancestors? Didn't white people enslave your ancestors? Didn't Christopher Columbus do that to our people? Did he do that to the Taino Indians? So we're the same people, right? So we're the same people. But were we always calling ourselves black? That's the color of your jacket. So are you really black, or are you different beautiful shades of brown? Different shades of brown. So y'all believe in God? So what did God say about black people? It's brass. Y'all know? You ever seen a penny?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
What does that look like? It's brown. So brass is brown. Let's see how dark that brown was. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Y'all ever overcook something before? What color does it turn? It turned very, very black, right? So how dark was Christ? He looked like he got burnt alive in a furnace when he walked the earth. He was a dark-skinned man. So who's that? That's what Christopher Columbus brought to the Taino Indians or the Puerto Ricans, and that's what he brought to black people and enslaved y'all with that. That's why I said we're the same people. We're the Hebrews. We're Jews according to the Bible. Y'all see that? So Christ looked like me and you. But did Christ call himself black? Did he say I'm a black man? What did he call himself? Because whatever Christ is, if he looks like me and you, that's how we should identify ourselves, right? Go to Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. Actually, go to Hebrews 7 and 14. Read this.
Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14.
Read it.
For it is evident.
It is what?
For it is evident.
Obvious, read on.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Christ came from the line or the seed line of Judah. So he was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Sister, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. We're all the same people at the end of the day. It's only when Christopher Columbus, European people, settlers, they came over here and they divided up our people and they said we're Jamaican, you're Dominican, you're Cuban, you're Guatemalan. But in history, we were actually all the same people in the Bible. You understand that? We were called the Israelites. Now, how do we know we're the Israelites? What if somebody said, no, you're not an Israelite, you will always be a black monkey? What if somebody said that to you? What would you do? That's tough. You got to go into the Bible and actually prove this. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. We're reading your book. And I'm pretty sure Abuelita, she has this book at her house. I'm pretty sure your grandmothers, they have this book and they go to church on Sunday, right? They do that. So, but when you, let's say you go home and you show them these Bible verses, they're going to be very proud of you. They're going to say, oh my gosh, you're reading the Bible now, right? And these are verses that substantiate what we're saying. Read this.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass.
God is going to put curses on these people, and he's going to show you what these curses. Read on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
God said, if you don't keep my commandments that I'm going to give to your people, read on.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Would you rather have a blessing or a curse? Y'all want blessings, right? But God said, if you don't do what I say, instead of me giving you blessings, I'm going to give you curses. Generational curses. Y'all ever heard that word before? Generational curses. So God is going to give his people generational curses. And I'm going to show you some of these curses to show you that who we are in the Bible. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What the Lord say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Y'all from Chicago? Do black and Latinos live blessed in Chicago, or do you live cursed? Taxes, parking, you got to pay parking tickets, you got to work 1,000 hours a week. You ever been to the south side of Chicago? How does it look over there? Does it look like a blessing over there? What does it look like? A curse, right? God said his people will be cursed in the cities. Read on.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
What the Lord say?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Look at this song. Where were they at? Does this look like a parking lot or a field? It looks like a field, right? God said his people will be cursed in the field. What were they doing in the field? Were they jumping up and down, playing jump rope? What were they doing? It looked like they was picking cotton, right? Did they get paid for it? They got a check? No. So what is that called? Slavery. So guys, that's right, sisters. The Lord said he's going to put his people into slavery, or they're going to be cursed in the field. That's in the Bible. That's in the book of Deuteronomy. You can go home and read that right now. Everybody has this Bible in churches, but why don't they read this history to our people? Why do they teach you about Abraham Lincoln and Christopher Columbus? Right? George Washington. Y'all know who George Washington is? Of course y'all do. But y'all don't know about the Israelites and the Hebrews, what that would be y'all. Read verse 54. Let me ask y'all another question.
Verse 54. So that man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Who's known for having hatred toward their own people? Who's known for hating their own people? Who would y'all say? Is it Chinese people? Do they get into it with other Chinese people? Have you ever heard of an East Indian gang violence in America? East Indians, they kill each other. They sell drugs to each other. They on the block. I mean, who's doing these things, sister? Or would you say it's blacks and Latinos that gang bang and hate each other? I'm pretty sure. You say you've been to the South Side of Chicago, right? Who lives on the South Side? Sister, I've never seen a Japanese person live on the South Side of Chicago. You know it ain't no mix, sister. So hold on. So when we're talking about South Side of Chicago, West Side of Chicago, who's predominantly over there? Is it blacks and Hispanics? It's our people, right? So they're the ones killing each other, right? So guess what? God said his people are going to hate each other. That's in the Bible. Read on.
2 minutes for God, bro.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
God said that the man is going to leave the children and he's not going to be in the households. Do y'all know some people you may know that didn't grow up without a father? Y'all know some people like that? You say your dad was in jail when you were 6? Hey, that's a curse in the Bible that would happen. Hey, my pops was locked up when I was little, man. And some brothers, probably went through the same situations, man, where they probably didn't even have their father in their households. Man. These things are in the Bible. You know why? Because God said we're the Israelites or we're the Hebrews. Y'all understand? All right, so the brother's going to give y'all a flyer. The brother, you got a flyer, King? Look into the information, and then when y'all go home, y'all got them Bibles at home, go into the Bible, watch those videos, and start learning about your history. Right, get home safe too. You got a lot of creepy people out here, as y'all seen, right? So don't stay around down here. Go home. The safest thing you can do is go home, get on YouTube, and look at the information. Okay? All praise to the Most High. Of course. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High, man. God. We gotta understand we waking our people up in these last days, man. This work won't stop, man. We don't care what Officer Robinson said, man. He can be right. We know he can be right here, man. Still on that, man. And the words of the Lord is not going to stop going out. And next week, we may have the incense, man, if the Lord wants us to, man. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go to Amos chapter 4 and verse 12, man. He's not your brother. I knew that was the devil that came out. That was his Officer Robinson. Yeah, that was, and then, I don't know, huh? It was like when he said that, a flip switched to him, because he was about to listen to what we were saying. A flip switched to him. He was like, I'm not about religion. Just understand you can't have this. He just made up something. You can tell he made up something, man. No officer ever said that to us. Yeah.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 4, verse 12. Therefore, thus will I do unto thee, O Israel, and because I will do this unto thee, prepare to me thy God.
Lord said,
prepare to me thy God.
What we gotta do?
Prepare to me thy God.
Officer Robinson gotta do?
Prepare to me thy God.
We doing?
O Israel.
Blacks.
O Israel.
Hispanics.
O Israel.
Native American.
O Israel.
You brothers and sisters that's black and Latino, Native American descent, prepare to meet your God in these last days and come back to being an Israelite. Hermana, regresa por 2 minutos para la Biblia. 2 minutos. Escucha. Come here, Shola. Come here, Shola. Come here, Shola. You got it.